Hey guys, welcome to Algos Explained. My name is David Kim, and today we have a JavaScript question from Code Wars that is a level 6, and let's get straight to it. The instructions say your friend has invited you to a party, or well, I'll let you read this if you want to pause the video, but let me go straight on to the analysis of it. Pretty much you're wearing red, and your friend is wearing red, and his friends are wearing blue. So whatever combination it is two blues and one red, and I kind of created all the combinations right up here. This is when I was taking a different approach, but nonetheless, it shows all the combinations. If the red is a starter, then two blues. If the blue is a starter, then two blue and a red, and if it's a blue starter, then a red and a blue. It only has these many combinations. And so let's go ahead and see the approach that I took. What I decided to do at first was I was going to create two triggers when it was a red, like if the line of I was a red, or if the line of I was a blue, then I would trigger two different helper functions. But I ran into some roadblocks with that. I wasn't able to really take into consideration all the scenarios. I was getting a failed test. And so I decided to go with this route. This route is just testing for the red and seeing, okay, once I have the red, check, okay, do I have two blues behind it? Do I have two blues in front of it? Do I have blues around it? And that is like the brute force, like, well, maybe not brute force, but like the easiest way to think about it and the easiest way to code that out is just doing if statements. What I did here was um, I used this for loop to just go through the array, of course, and I checked, okay, is it going to be a red? Am I currently looking at a red mask? If I am looking at a red mask, then I go straight into my helper function, which is written out right here. That is a function call with parameters, four different parameters as I take it in here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this helper function. It's called red scenario, and I'm looking at color O2, color O1, color 1, and color 2, and that's denoted as pretend there is a red, or pretend that red mask is right in front. You're going to be looking at the 2 before it and the 2 after it. And so we're going to have three cases because if you remember from up here, there are only three scenarios. From no matter where the red is, there can only be two behind, two in front, or two around. And so we're just going to go ahead and take into consideration all of those. O2 is blue or O2 or 1 is blue. So if either one of these turn out red, then it's going to be a false case. And it doesn't really matter. I guess it doesn't really matter what or well, no, I was going to say it doesn't matter if any of those are red, but it does matter because say well, of course it matters because it is if that's a red, blue, then of course that's not going to be that one red in the front. That's not going to be your friend. But so this takes into consideration this first one, color 2 and color 1. It looks at this guy right here. Given you're the red one, at the very end is the 2 in front of you going to be blue masks. This middle one, O1 and the 1. Think of it like that. Again, think of the red being in the middle. It takes into consideration this case, and the last one, color 1 and color 2, being the one at the very end, it takes into consideration this. And so if any of these combinations are correct, then you're going to return 1. And you could pretty much do, you don't even need this if statement. What we can straight up do is just count plus equals this red scenario. And let's get rid of that. Because otherwise it's going to return a 0, and it's just going to plus equal 0. And at the very end, we're just going to return whatever the count was. And we set count to 0 at the very end, or very beginning, in case there are no red ones. In case there are no red ones in the whole line, then your friend's not there, and count would have been 0 to begin with. So let's go ahead and test this. Oh, let's see what happened. Oh, I have some of this. Okay, that should be good now. And yep, look, we passed them all. And yes, I believe there are other craftier, shorter ways of doing this question. But in terms of getting down the fundamentals, what this question is asking you to do, I believe this is the easiest way to do it. I could have put this if statement inside of here, if red in like a nested if statement, but I feel like that gets a little messy. So definitely I would always go with the helper function route in terms of just little equations that you're trying to do, but still trying to make it look good. So yeah, that was it for this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Actually, let me submit final solution just to show you that it does submit. Cool. I'll catch you in the next one.